Hello, today I'm here to explain to you how to define the hardness of different minerals. We have different tools to use for the hardness, and one is our fingernail, right here, fingernail. Our fingernail is about 2.5. If you have man-made nails, then that could be harder, but most normal regular nail can scratch any minerals which has a hardness of less than 2.5. The next thing is the copper penny. The copper penny is good to scratch minerals with hardness of 3 or less. Then you got the nail. It's about 5, so it can scratch any minerals which has hardness of 5 or less. And then you got the glass plate. The glass plate is scratches minerals with hardness or 6 or more. So any mineral which has a hardness of 6, 7, 8 will scratch the glass plate. So that's a very useful tool also. So let's look at a mineral. Like I'm going to use the graphite right here. And the first thing you're always going to try to scratch it with your fingernail. And this here scratches pretty good with my fingernail. So I know this is a very soft mineral right there. And as soon as you see that it's actually dark gray and everything, you know it's graphite. It is hardness of 1. Then this one is also very soft. And if I try to scratch it, it scratches very well right there. So that's also a very soft mineral. It's talc, and that's hardness of 1. Actually, it's number 1 on the hardness scale. Then there is another mineral which is very characteristic and very common. And if I try to scratch it with my fingernail, it scratches pretty easily. So we know this one is very soft also. It's less than 2.5, and this actually is the gypsum, and the hardness of it is 2. It's on the hardness scale, it's 2. So if you have gypsum, it's also called selenite, you can easily scratch it with your fingernail. This one here, we can try again also, and you can see that this is scratched by your fingernail. Right there. So that's also less than 2.5. This is biotite, and yeah, this is really soft also. Now, if a mineral, I can pick up a mineral right here, which actually will not be scratched by my fingernail. So we know it's more than 2.5. Then we try it with the copper penny. But the copper penny doesn't scratch it, so we know that it's more than 3. So then we're going to try to scratch it with the nail, and the nail easily scratches it. So we know it's about 4. Okay, so this is actually fluorite, which is 4 on the hardness scale. Now when we have this one right here, we try to scratch it with the fingernail, nothing. Try to scratch it with the copper penny. It's not scratching it. Try to scratch it with the nail, nothing. So now we're going to use the glass. When you use the glass, we know it's 5.5 or harder. So here we are. You have to push it really hard on the glass plate. So make sure that you put it down, because if you hold it in your hand, it can break the glass, and then I'd have to call 911. You don't want to do that. So you put it down and push the mineral really hard. You have to think of somebody you don't like. So you really want to push it hard. So here we are. And that is the scratch. So this mineral scratched the glass plate. We know it's more than 5.5. More likely it's like a 6. Okay, and yeah, this is a feldspar, which has a hardness of 6. So we have this other one right here, and I can go do the same thing. It doesn't, my nail doesn't scratch it, copper penny doesn't scratch it, nail doesn't scratch it. So I'm going to go to the glass, think of somebody you don't like and scratch it right there. So this is at least 6. It's olivine. Here I know this is quartz, which is 7 on the hardness scale. So right there, it's easily can be scratched on the glass plate. And this one here, it also right there. So this is how you use these tools for defining the hardness of the minerals.